Have you ever tried self-care only to feel like it didn't work and then blamed yourself for not doing enough? Hold on. Don't blame yourself. We're going to talk about it. But first, welcome to the break room, a weekly gathering for Black women nurses who want to go from perpetual self sacrifice to prioritizing self care. And I am your host, Deetra Dennis, the self care coach for nurses. And this is your self care safe space for the nurse who values, honors, and invests in the full circle well being of her most valuable patient, herself. And if that is you, welcome in and lean in. Like I said, hold on. And if you're not a nurse or if you're not a Black woman, you know what? You're still welcomed here and you're invited. Listen, to pause, reflect, and be nourished while you're here. And thank you for staying around. All right. So now, again, what we're talking about today is the full circle difference, why my approach works. And full circle, if you're not aware, my business is Full Circle Health Coaching LLC. It is where serving others meet preserving self. That's what we do over here. And so I wanted to share a few things with you. If you felt like, okay, I've started the self-care, but it just didn't, continue, and you blame yourself for it, you're not alone. There are statistics out there. So first, the National Academy of Medicine has made it clear that clinician well-being cannot be solved with individual quick fixes. And many times when self-care, is mentioned is of the fluff things or quick fixes. But what the National Academy of Medicine says, it requires systemic, structured, and evidence-based approaches. And then the American Nurses Foundation found that more than 60% of nurses experience burnout, blame themselves for not being resilient enough. But the real issue is not you. It's the tools that we have been given that weren't designed for nurses. Can we all agree with that? And then lastly, for us as Black women nurses, the Superwoman schema that we talk about in From Superwoman to Self-Care Masterclass, we talk about that in detail about the Superwoman schema, but it didn't, just a little plug there, okay? And we'll come back to that. But again, in that study, it shows how cultural expectations to be the strong one, to push us to suppress our needs and neglect our own health, while mainstream self-care advice rarely speaks to that reality. Yeah, all of that. So again, you're not alone in feeling that way. But let me just share this with you. The problem isn't that you failed at self-care. The problem is that the self-care advice has failed us, right? So why my approach works, and I know you're probably saying that's a bold statement. Well, I can say it because it has worked for me. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I have been plant-based for 9 years, but it wasn't just changing my life to a plant-based way of eating. It was all of the lifestyle principles that I adopted in these 9 years, and it has worked for me, following those evidence-based approaches or practices, modifying it for me. And so I feel that if it's worked for me over these 9 years, I'm confident that it will work for you as well. Okay. And so that is why my business exists and why my services, my courses, masterclass, and coaching, this is why it exists, because I felt that if it has helped me, I want to help my sisters do the same thing, because it saddens me when I hear of sister nurses that are having strokes, that are having heart attacks, are no longer with us because we have not taken the time to take care of ourselves. And so that's why, again, Full Circle Health Coaching LLC is here, and why the services that I offer are here so that to meet the needs of my fellow sisters. So again, my approach works because again, it's built for you. It's not about luxury, it's about longevity. So again, let me share with you why it's different. I've said some of it already, but just want to outline them for you. Number one, it's nurse centered. I understand. I've been there. I've been a nurse for 32 years at the time of this recording. So I know and understand us as nurses, it has to be something different than what something is surface level, right? So it's designed with the realities of nursing, be it the 12-hour shift, be it long shifts, be it working weekends, be it taking care of family, be it the serving in your community, because again, the importance of representation and helping our community, our culture, those in our again, our community, helping them to thrive and live at their optimal health. We know the importance of that. Or even if you're the health ministry leader at your church, all of that. That is why what I have created, be it from the Superwoman to Self-Care Masterclass and other courses that will be coming up real soon, this is why it was created. Because those were the things for me of what I do currently and have been doing. I've been a caregiver. I, work, of course, in our career as nursing, but I'm also in the community, serving as ambassadors in many organizations, and then being a part of my health ministry. So I understand. We are right here, okay? And so that's that. So this approach can fit into your life. So that's number one. What's different about my program or about Full Circle Health Coaching LLC, our services? It's nurse-centered. Number two is culturally grounded, honoring our heritage and lived experiences, because self-care has to acknowledge the extra weight that Black women nurses carry. And I've talked about this before, but it's the microaggressions, again, to the expectations of being the strong one. And here we offer guidance and support based on shared experiences, as well as resources for the mental and physical well-being with the Black woman in mind. Yeah, I really did think about things that are unique to us that we experience when I have created my services. And lastly, resilience building is rooted in evidence-based practices. In everything that I've done, I have connected with organizations when it comes to the materials that I share in my courses, in the masterclass, or in my coaching. I ensure that every aspect that I do is evidence-based. I have a curriculum that I use that is evidence-based, is physician created or physician-led, if you will. Some of the things, not all of them, but some of them are physician-led. And again, it's evidence-based. I want to be sure it's something that can be duplicated and you can look it up and know that it's not something that I'm just out of a whim creating, but it's still unique to me and my lived experience. And again, hoping that you can glean some things from me. You don't have to duplicate what I do, but you can utilize the tools and the techniques and modify it for yourself, making it align with your goals and your values, right? So again, that is what's included in there. And so this makes it not any random acts of self-care. It's about sustainable practices that help you move from surviving to thriving. And again, I want to invite you, I know I've mentioned it multiple times, but I want to invite you to From Superwoman to Self-Care Masterclass. And if you're ready to experience the self-care approach that I've been talking about that actually works and that was developed with you in mind, the description is in the link below. And I look forward to seeing you in the class. It's self-paced, so you can take it at your own pace. Again, because I respect the realities of your life. You have a lot on your plate. And that's why, again, you can review it all, view it all in 1 hour, or you can take it lesson by lesson. And the lessons are short and powerful so that, again, you can do it quickly. But I want to, share with you even during that. And we talked about the importance of reflection. There is time for reflection because it's in the reflection that you're able to have that personal growth. Okay. So I said enough today, but I want to, I have to leave us with a great quote. So our quote for today, lean in on this one. I don't say lean in all the time, but in this one, I want you to lean in, and I'm going to lean in as well. You deserve care without earning it. Rest without feeling guilty, and healing without apology. I'm going to say that again. You deserve care without earning it, rest without guilt, and healing without apology. So until next week, I want to encourage you to take time for yourself because you are worth it. You deserve it. So have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in our gathering spot here in the break room on the next time.